Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on Tuesday, October the 22nd. Got my friend C.B. Chastain, Dr. C.B. Chastain with us, University of Missouri Veterinary Teaching Hospital. And today, hopefully most people are done with breakfast by now. We're talking about animals.
We'll kill it for them.
But our topic today is vomiting.
That's right.
With animals, which it seems like some dogs and cats just do it at the drop of a hat.
Right. That's one of the main things I wanted to mention is that it's so easy for dogs. You know, dogs don't have hands. They can't investigate things by picking it up and
right. They put it in their mouth.
They put it in their mouth. And so they have to be able to vomit pretty easily. You know, some animals can't vomit at all. Horses can't vomit at all.
Horses can't vomit. Well, I tell you, dogs and cats vomit very well.
So what you need to know is, because vomiting can be good for them to clear their stomach of something that they shouldn't have there. And so you need to be able to differentiate, you know, the good vomit from the bad vomit. If they vomit once and their attitude's okay and no other signs are seen of disease, it's probably all right. And all you have to do is give them a source of water that they can't drink a lot of at one time. Like one way to do that, besides giving them small amounts of water frequently, is to just give them ice and let the ice melt and let them drink the water as the ice melts. And don't feed them for 4 to 6 hours.
After they vomit?
Right.
Even if it's just a vomit that is okay?
At that time you may not know whether it's okay or not. You're just assuming it's okay. So you wait 4 to 6 hours, and then usually it's best to give them something like saltines, small amounts of saltines, or Cheerios is another good thing to give them because they won't irritate their stomach. But there's some things that would cause concern is if they're pawing at their mouth after they vomited, because that can be a sign of a foreign body that they might have swallowed. If there's any blood in the vomit, if they're acting depressed, because just clearing their stomach doesn't cause depression. They ought to feel fine after. They ought to feel even better maybe after they throw up if it's just to clear their stomach. But if they're depressed, that's a bad sign.
Okay. But now a lot of times with cats, you will see the vomit and a great big massive hairball
That's
comes
right.
out.
That's real common.
That is common.
That's because have you ever felt your cat's tongue?
Yes. It's very, it feels like sandpaper.
Yeah. They groom themselves with their tongue, and if they are not outside where they can rub the hair that's naturally coming out on plants and things like that, then the only way they can get that hair off is on your furniture and on their tongue. And they can swallow enough of the hair that they'll throw it up.
Yeah. So the majority of the time when your dog or your cat vomits, it's okay. If they seem, after they vomited, they seem okay, don't worry about it. But if they look lethargic.
If they act depressed, if they've got diarrhea, because that indicates there's something going on with the whole digestive system, not just something in their stomach. If there's any blood in the vomitus, those are all signs of concern.
Okay.
Another one would be if they don't lift their stomach when they vomit, if they just all of a sudden go like that, that means that it's probably stuff that didn't get to their stomach. For some reason it got hung up before it got to their stomach. That's called regurgitation. That can be a sign of something serious,
Okay, all right. Dr. C.B. Chastain, if people want more information, they can call the University of Missouri Veterinary Teaching Hospital.
573-882-7821.
Okay, thank you
Thanks,
so
Paul.
much. Usually mine give that plenty of warning. And all dog and cat owners know exactly what that sound is.
Warming up their abdominal lift.
That's it. Thank you, CB. Now we come to David SHAY and Richard Smith. Good to have you both here.
Thank you.
We're going to talk about the Wolfner Library. Tell me about the Wolfner Library.
Wolfner Library is a free public library service to anyone in the state of Missouri who can't use standard printed materials due to either a loss of vision, a physical handicap, or a reading disability. We can provide audiobooks, braille books, some young adult large print books through the mail and download online.
Okay, and you brought some items out here to show. If you'd like to see what we're talking about, go to kbia.org, click on talk shows, and then click on Radio Friends, and you can look at this equipment that we're talking about. But paint a picture with words. What am I holding right here?
You're holding the National Library Service's Talking Book Reader. We get these through the Library of Congress. Everything here it's all very laid out.
It's designed for someone with a low vision, so it's big buttoned.
Yeah, I see that. Very
It's like
big
an MP3 player, but it's big.
Yeah, okay.
And
it's about 5 times as or 10 times as big as an iPod.
Sure.
Yeah, and then it's got. Can I pull this out?
Absolutely.
Okay, it's got the USB port here and here card, and there's a whole book on here, right?
It's about the size of an old audio tape, and we used to send things
exactly
out by
right.
audio
That's exactly
tape.
right.
Now we send it by USB.
Now, you also have an iPad over there. Is that the iPad?
Yes.
Last week, the Library of Congress in Washington released an application for the iPad, iOS, iPhones, iPads. You can now download a book, 55,000 books off the internet, and listen to them on your talking book iPad.
55,000 books are available right now.
Absolutely.
It's all covering broad genres.
And they're all talking books. They're all talking books.
And Braille.
Talking book and Braille.
Uh-huh.
And basically,
Well,
it's
wait a
the
minute, how would
collection
you
we
download-
have in Washington, D.C.
Yeah.
is in Jefferson City. We send by the United States Postal Service, but all of that is now on the internet.
But you
also.
can't download Braille.
You could actually download a Braille book, and if you have a refreshable Braille reader, you can read that Braille book. So yes,
So you can download the Braille.
And the audio book. 50,000 titles are up there now.
So if people want to do this, how do they go about it?
They have to register. They have to be certified that they're eligible for our service because it's free. And if they're low vision and are unable to read,
So how do they register?
They just ask for an application. It's online at the Wolfner Library site, or call us at 800-392-2614, and we'll send them an application by
Okay, give
mail.
that number again, 800.
392-2614.
Or you can go to the Wolfner Library online.
Search
and
Wolfner, Wolfner, in any search engine, and you get to our website at the Secretary of State's office.
Okay.
And you could download an application.
Richard, David, thank you so much for coming by. You need to come back again. We have more time to demonstrate it a little bit better.
Sounds great.
Okay?
Excited about that.
All right. We're out of time for today. Our program directed by Travis McMillan, Reynolds Journalism Institute. Audio is Pat Akers from KBIA. Our floor director is Sifan Young. And our assistant producer and guest coordinator, Uncle James Mauser. Tomorrow, Central Missouri Stop Human Trafficking.